All right, there's gonna be a countdown.
Sounds good.
Okay. In three, two, one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creative Talk podcast with me, Jan Santos. And today we have a very, very, very special guest. Very beautiful, very talented, very humble. I am a fan. I love watching her videos. I love listening to her music. So those are the clue, guys. Our guest for today's episode is a bilingual singer, an international actress, guys. I really am a fan. I've seen some of the international teasers that our guest takes part in. Guys, she is massive on TikTok. Not only that, she is a celebrity in Hong Kong. It's Ghana. It's amazing because she's an American and now she's in Hong Kong. She is a local celebrity there making concerts. There was this one clip that she performed on a debut of EQE Mercedes Benz. So I love the car. That's the reason why I know that.
And the best
Let's
part about that is the car is actually not legally able to be driven in Hong Kong.
yes, absolutely.
Very
That's the
funny.
beauty of it. Let's all welcome, guys, our special guest, Anastasia KOSS. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. This is so fun. I love your energy.
Yay. My friend, I know you are a very busy person. I've said this off cam and I'll say it again. Thank you. Thank you for spending the time to be with us here in the show. Time difference and everything, schedules and everything, gigs, projects. But you said yes, and you're here with us. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Of course.
Yay. So, Anastasia, I'm excited to know, and I'm sure our listeners and viewers are excited to know more about you. All right. But before we dig in deeper, before we have this left right conversation about our topic, I'm excited to know who or what influenced you to be in this position of greatness that you are in. Because clearly, uh, online, TikTok, YouTube, you are a celebrity. In Hong Kong, you are an artist, right? You are a celebrity. You guys, for those who don't know, who are living in a cave, our
Stop.
friend here is really a celebrity, making concerts, local gigs, international gigs, and now in acting. So, what happened? Who influenced you? Tell us your story, my friend. The floor is yours.
Sure. Great. Well, thank you everybody for listening, first and foremost. So I grew up in Philadelphia, but I lived most of my adult life in New York. I studied musical theater there. I was singing, acting, doing all of that under the sun. And then I started creating my own content on TikTok. And that was especially interesting to people because I lived in China back and forth. I worked in Shanghai. I went to film school in Beijing. And so I had all these stories to share with people in the US. At the time, I really only thought people in the US were using TikTok. This was like the beginning of 2020
Right.
when COVID happened. There was not a lot of acting work, not a lot of singing work. And I was like, why don't I do my own thing? So I started putting out stories about my experience in China and me speaking Mandarin. And people thought that was really unique and really fun. And then I started putting out covers of Mando pop songs. So
Yeah.
songs in Chinese, in Mandarin Chinese. And then I moved to Hong Kong, which was a personal choice between my fiance and I. We thought it's better to develop our careers not only in New York, but also in Hong Kong. So
Right.
I moved here about a year ago. And ever since, it's been amazing. I mean, Hong Kong is a great city, and it's so similar to New York in the sense that there are gigs in the entertainment industry. So, just like you said earlier, now that things have cleared up a bit with COVID and all of those crazy restrictions. Um, yeah, you're talking to someone who did a 3-week quarantine in a hotel.
Ooh,
Yes, I
wow.
have the badge of honor. So, but yeah, now that that's all finished, there's a lot of performing gigs and
Right.
opportunities, and now as well in mainland China. So at least like once every 2 weeks, I'm headed off to the mainland to shoot a project or shoot
Mm.
content. I'm not sure if you are aware, but China has their own version of TikTok called
Yeah.
Douyin,
Yeah.
and I also have a following on there as well. Completely different platform and fan base, but I make content for there as well. So right now it's kind of a mixture of doing it all, singing, acting, pursuing that, but also making content for myself. And because short form videos in Hong Kong are still quite new compared to
Wow.
the rest of the world,
Right.
yeah. So I help other companies, I freelance and help them create content because I'm happy to share my expertise that I learned during the pandemic.
Wow, that's amazing. And that's another trivia that you shared, that there is another TikTok platform. Is it connected to TikTok, or is it like
No,
totally separate
completely
one?
separate.
Wow.
Have it, you must have a Chinese phone number, your app store must be,
Oh.
it's completely locked. They're not two in the same.
Mm.
And the other kicker is that there's no English version of the app. So it's completely
Wow.
in Chinese. Yeah. Which,
Wow.
like I said, I've studied it. I went to
Right.
school and I'm quite fluent in Mandarin, but still reading characters and making content. It's one challenge when I'm using
Wow.
that platform. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like watching one interview clip about
Hmm.
you, and it was like in the Chinese news or a Chinese program, and I was like, okay, I know the newscaster is speaking in Chinese, so maybe when the focus is on you, you're gonna be speaking in English. And lo and behold, you came up and you were speaking like Chinese. Like, what? Wow.
Yes, thank you. And next, I'm trying to learn Cantonese because now I'm in Hong Kong and
Oof.
I really want to get the essence of the local culture here. So I started taking Cantonese class. But of course, in Hong Kong, English and Mandarin is widely
Right.
used. So, but I still really want to connect with local people here in the culture and, make jokes with friends and all of that. So, yeah, working with TikTok and then with Instagram and then with
Mm.
Douyin. So all different platforms and they all have different needs as well. Um,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, you mentioned about platforms, social media platforms, and they have different needs, and the setup is different. You mentioned about content creation. Those are the key elements that excites me, because we are now in this world that everybody's connected to social media, and everybody
Mhm.
can create content, everybody is consuming content now. I'm excited to know, and I'm sure our listeners and viewers are excited to know, Anastasia, how to grow your social media presence in this generation and the years to come, given with a successful run that you are doing on TikTok, on different platforms, local
Mhm.
and international. So the floor is yours, my friend. How to grow your social media presence.
Wow. Well, it's a very loaded question because I do feel like it's changing all the time.
Exactly,
Um,
yeah.
yes. So, for example, you really need to know your fan base. You need to know your target audience. So to break, obviously, it's just mainly on
Mm.
Instagram, it's mainly just Hong Kong. And then on
Mm.
TikTok, it's very international. But I have a lot of listeners from US and Canada who are from
Right.
China or from Hong Kong. So they're kind of like relating to that content of seeing me in their home country.
Mm.
So you have to know, I think, the first thing, who your target audience is. And when I first started on TikTok, I was not sure because I thought, okay, I know China has their own platforms, so nobody on TikTok is going to be interested in seeing Chinese speaking content. And actually, I was pleasantly surprised because there was a huge market for it, and there's a lot of people that
Wow.
enjoy that. And now it's kind of like fizzled into more travel content and tips and stuff
Mm.
like that. Less about language and more about my
Yeah.
experiences when I'm living in it.
Right,
So
right.
Yeah. So I would say the first thing is know your target audience. But like I said, the algorithm is always changing. So you just need to be up for trying new techniques and new ways of using the app, editing with different apps. So yeah, those are like my two main tips. But I would say just be open to anything because I think even when Reels came out on Instagram, we were all like, oh, this is so annoying, but then it kind of evolved into its own
Yeah.
in a sense, and that's kind of where it's at now. And so yeah, I would just say like just be open, right? Like okay, YouTube shorts, oh, they're doing the same thing again, but it's like okay, but that's an opportunity. It's like
Right.
you want to be like a virus in a sense. You want to just
Mm.
spread your presence. And if you are promoting something like I am, I'm promoting my music, I'm promoting my
Yeah.
acting work, I think it's great to be every platform. It's a lot more work, yes, but I
Mm.
think the payoff is better if you know your target audience.
Wow. Isn't it hard, Anastasia? Because you're creating content continuously. Let's say let's not talk about other platforms. Let's just assume that you have one platform, maybe
Okay.
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. So you're creating content to be released online, and you're also performing. You have scheduled gigs, right? As a musician, as an artist, and you are also involved in creating movies, right? International Film Festival. How can you manage all of those?
Well, I would say, and this goes back to creating content because I also do help other people create content, and you just really need to know when to put your phone down. I know that right now I'm promoting like, oh yeah, make content and do this and do that,
Right.
but I think the other important thing to remember is you need to know when to put your phone down and find other ways that inspire you creatively. So
Mm,
to give you an example, it's like I moved to Hong Kong at the peak of COVID with extremely strict restrictions, like
right.
actually, in fact, the most strict in the world.
Yeah.
And I was like creatively very suppressed. I just moved here. I don't have any friends. I don't know anybody. I need to meet people. So I had to find ways to connect with people online or through Instagram, through videos. And
Mm,
then in turn, when things opened up in Hong Kong, then I felt like it opened more jobs for me, more
right.
friendships started budding. So because I put my phone down and I kind of experienced Hong Kong and was networking and going to dance classes and going to meetups
Oh
and all
yeah,
this.
yeah. You're also a dancer, by the way.
I'm all right. I'm okay. But yeah, I think that also helped because on one sense, I'm that thought I need to create content. I need to be like a machine. And that's what these
Mm,
apps want. They want you to like churn out content consistently. But we're not robots, we're not AI, we
right.
are people and we need to in order to feel creatively fulfilled, we need to like be within our community. So I think that's another side of the
Mm.
table. It's like you need to
Anastasia, we have a question here from
yeah,
our connection on Instagram from 30 Peretz. So that's her
okay.
that's her name. All right. Love the show. Love Anastasia. What can you advise for startup artists or musicians that want to jump on the online journey? So, they want to start, maybe artists, it's very vague, right? So
Yeah.
startup artists that want to jump on, make a brand, make a name online, what can you advise them, my friend?
I would say you need to find something that is unique that you enjoy doing, which sounds so annoying. I know when I say it, it's like, oh, yeah, duh. But actually, what I mean by that is like, think about how many other singers and musicians are trying to play an video and show it to everybody and hope that it goes viral or hope that their For
Right.
You page picks it up. You need to have that sort of tag. So, what I tell people is either at the beginning of their video, you that says like for example I sometimes say hey guys I'm an American in Hong Kong or hey I'm an American and I'm in China or hey I'm an American that speaks Chinese, right? The people in the first 5 seconds when they're swiping through they know what they're looking at. They hear,
Mm.
"Hey, I'm American. I live in Hong Kong," and they're like, "Oh, okay. I know who this girl is. I know her background. I know where she came from, and I know where she is right now. So I know what content I'm about to see." So if you say
Right.
something like, "Hey, I'm an American in Hong Kong. I'm a singer. Here's my single about heartbreak."
Mm-hmm.
Bam. It's like you already are showing them what they're going to see because you really
Mm.
are competing against the swipe habit, right? People are just
Yeah.
swiping through reels, swiping through TikTok. So you have to really show, like, in the first 5 seconds, what is going to happen.
Wow. Love that. Love that, Anastasia. Giving us your story, giving us tips, and, knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb. Wow. Thank you, Anastasia. I learned a lot and I love the trivia. But, Anastasia, my friend, we are not done yet. We are not done yet. We are now in the part of the show that we will play a game. All right.
Okay,
This
great.
is a tradition here. We call it the creative fast talk. How we play the
Okay.
game is I'm going to ask you questions, well, choices, and you're not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. The first thing
Ooh.
that pops into your mind, shoot. And you are not allowed to lie. You are obliged to tell the truth.
All right. Let me
Are
think.
you ready?
Are these getting really personal or?
No, no, no. Trust me, it's good, clean fun.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Are you ready, my
Yes,
friend?
yes,
All
yes.
right. Number one. Very easy. Very easy. Sun or snow?
Sun.
Okay.
I
Structured
moved to
or
Hong Kong, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
I moved
S-
from snow to sun, so
yeah, I was about to say that. Next, structured or chaotic?
chaotic.
Wow. Really? You're an artist. You're a musician.
Yeah,
So,
but we thrive in chaos because
love that.
it makes us like have structure. We need
Ooh.
chaos to be structured.
Love that. Love that. I think there's a lot of chaos happening. So
Yeah,
we have enough chaos in the world.
yeah, we do.
All right, number 3. Anastasia, do you like heights or do you want to travel? What's this? Nah, nah, nah. I'm not going to choose this. Heights? No. Next question. Pass that. Pass that. I'm not going
Okay,
to ask that. Love or money?
love.
Okay. If you were an animal, Anastasia, what animal would you be and why?
Well, I essentially am already in. Chinese name is Mamao Tong, which means caterpillar.
Another
So
trivia. Ding!
I haven't turned into a butterfly yet. Not sure when that's
Wow.
happening, but
Wow.
yeah, I'm a caterpillar.
That is scary. So if you're gonna be turning into a butterfly, that's a painful process, right? So
Yes, I've seen those
yeah,
videos.
yeah. But like what you've said, it really transformed you into a different being that is
Yeah,
full of beauty, full of life, right?
yeah.
Love that. Love that. All right, next question. Anastasia, do you like popcorn and movies or dinner and dancing?
Popcorn and movies.
Love that. Now, you mentioned that there's a follow up question to that, my friend. Name your top 3 movies of all time.
Oh, that's so hard. Well, one of them is a comedy with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. Just go with it because
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I love that.
it's just so funny and anything like with those two is just hilarious. Um, I just watched Top Gun and I feel like that was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Ooh.
So I would say
Which
that
one?
Top Gun
Top Top,
Maverick,
Top
the
Gun,
new
the original one?
no, the Maverick, the second one, the new
Oh,
one.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And my third one, ooh, um, well, because I'm from New York, I would say Devil Wears Prada.
Ah man, love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, there was an article that said they wanna do a remake of that movie. Yeah,
Ooh,
so that's a challenge, right? Because the standard is so high. Meryl
I will need to
Streep.
audition for that if that's the case.
Love that. Love that. All right, next. Anastasia, are you a passenger or a driver type of person?
Driver.
Wow. Next,
I'm a
mountains or the
Leo.
beaches? The
I'm
mountains
sorry,
or the beaches?
beaches.
Mm. All right. This next question, I'm excited to know. What are you afraid of, Anastasia?
Spiders for sure.
Really?
Um, yeah, I like snakes, but I don't like spiders.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just because I'm afraid of like disease or like getting bitten by spiders, but I feel like snakes are kind of fascinating.
What? They,
And
they do have venom, Some of
yeah,
them, yeah.
and I'm kind of afraid of like living really, really high up because when I was in New York, I lived like on the 30, no, 45.
Wow.
The floor was very high and it was okay. But in Hong
Mm.
Kong, I refused to live in a building that high because in Hong Kong, the buildings have balconies and it's so high. I
Wow.
can't. Yeah. So I'm
Wow.
afraid of like really high balconies.
Wow. Okay. Next question. Anastasia, what is always inside your bag when you were a little girl?
When I was a little girl, always
Yeah.
lip gloss and still
What?
now.
Wow, love that. All right, next question. What is the weirdest food you've tried so far?
Okay, so obviously I spent a lot of time traveling and living in mainland China, so I've ate everything under the sun. The weirdest thing that I've eaten that I dislike is probably duck blood or any of those um type of
Wait,
yeah.
duck blood. So how do you eat that? Is it a stew or is it
Yeah,
like
you
a
eat it like in a
blocks?
stew. Yeah. Or like intestines of different animals I've eaten. So I don't like those, but I've eaten frog and I've really enjoyed that.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Wow. Wow. There you have it, guys. There you have it. All right, Anastasia. This last question may lead to something serious, all right, depending on how you take it. If you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why?
I was just thinking of this question several weeks ago in 1 month. And
Wow,
I was thinking,
congratulations in advance. Woo woo!
thank you. And I was thinking, oh, I would love for all of my grandparents to be there. And specifically my paternal grandfather, because he was a musician and he passed 8 or 10. So he didn't
Mm,
really get to see at all my career blossom
right.
and hear my music. And I know he would really love that. So I think that is my answer.
And I'm sure, he is very proud of you and he loves you so much because you,
Oh,
you are
thank
an
you.
amazing human
So
being.
sweet.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I mean, thank you for sharing your story, giving us your tips, having fun with us, spending time to be with us here in the show. Thank you so much. God bless you, my friend. God bless you. But, Anastasia, we're not done yet. I know you have a lot of releases, you have a lot of projects, you have a lot of events. Please do promote. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Well, on Friday, I will be headed to New York because I am
Wow.
going to the Big Apple Film Festival, which is this weekend, because my music video has been selected for the final selection. So we'll see if it wins. If not, it's
Yay.
totally cool because I'm just happy that it was recognized and it's there. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah, that music video is called You Better Talk. And it's on my Vivo and my YouTube pages. So please go follow me on YouTube because I will be having another song released by the end of this year, which will be in Mandarin. Um,
Mm.
yes, so please go support the YouTube and all of my social media that I'm sure you will share
Yes,
here.
of course, of
So
course. It,
Anastasia Koss on pretty much every platform.
if they wanna look for you, your single on Spotify or iTunes,
Everything's
can you?
there.
All right, so guys, please do connect with Anastasia. I'm sure more than entertainment, she can help you in your journey towards success. There you have it, guys. The amazing, very beautiful, very kind, very humble, very talented Anastasia Koss. Together with yours truly, John Santos. Always remember, have a positive outlook in life. Smile. God bless you all. Bye.